What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, November 18th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson experienced King Kong's destructive power in the latest trailer for Kong Skull Island. The clip released Wednesday on Jimmy Kimmel Live features Hiddleston, a former tracker for the British SAS, and Larson, a war photographer, foolishly awakened the iconic film monster after their military convoy drops bombs on his home island in order to map the uncharted area. An explosion battle follows, with Kong laying waste to a collection of helicopters, leaving Hiddleston and Larson stranded along with their star-studded team consisting of Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, and Corey Hawkins, among others. Also making an appearance is John C. Reilly in a comedic role as Skull Island survivor, who has been living along Kong and explains to the group that the real threat lies beneath. Reilly explains Kong is God on the island, but the devil lies below us, before referencing to a group of prehistoric monsters as skull crawlers. Now Hiddleston and his crew must seemingly team up with King Kong in order to survive. Directed by Jordan Roberts, Kong Skull Island roars into theaters March 10th. Neil Patrick Harris stars as the villainous Count Olaf as he attempts to steal his family's fortune in the latest trailer for Netflix's adaptation of Lemony Snicket, A Series of Unfortunate Events. The clip released Wednesday tells the story of orphan children Violet, played by Melina Weissman, Klaus, played by Louis Hines, and Sonny Berardo, as they are forced to live with their uncle Count Olaf following the mysterious death of their parents. Based on the classic Daniel Handler children's book of the same name, Olaf is shown tormenting the children with chores and disguising himself as a number of different characters in order to gain access to their vast inheritance. Netflix notes jokingly, "The world is vast and full of wonders, so on Friday, the 13th of January, please watch something else." Executive produced by Barry Sonfield and Handler, the 8-part series also stars Patrick Warburton, Joan Cusack, Melina Weissman, and Louis Hines. The CW has announced the premiere date for their upcoming live-action series based on Archie comics titled Riverdale. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Riverdale is set to arrive on the network starting Thursday, January 26th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. CW also announced that their long-running series Supernatural will be moved to Thursday nights into the 8 p.m. slot, formerly taken up by DC's Legends of Tomorrow, that will now air on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Riverdale, which stars KJ Apa, who plays Archie Andrews, Cole Sprouse, who plays Jughead Jones, Camila Mendez, who plays Veronica Lodge, Lily Reinhart, who plays Billy Cooper, Ashley Murray, who plays Josie McCoy, Luke Perry, who plays Fred Andrews, and Robin Givens, who plays Mayor Sierra McCoy, was first picked up for a pilot in February. A 1-hour drama, the show will offer a bold, subversive take on Archie, Betty, Veronica, and their friends, exploring small-town life and the darkness and wilderness bubbling beneath the Riverdale's wholesome facade. In September, the CW released on Twitter a video featuring the cast taking part in a Riverdale photo shoot, appearing as their respective characters. Criminal Minds reveals the fate of former star Thomas Gibson's character this week. The CBS series explained Aaron Hotchner's absence on Wednesday's episode after Gibson was fired from the police procedure over the summer. David Rossi, played by Joe Mantegna Jr., told the unit that Hotchner entered the Witness Protection Program after serial killer Peter Lewis, played by Bodie Effman, a.k.a. Mr. Scratch, started stalking his son Jack. Hotchner was previously said to be away on assignment. Rossi says he's okay, but he has not been away on special assignment. That's something we had to say as a cover for the investigation. He added, Peter Lewis is not going to stop, which is why Hotch and Jack have entered the program. Gibson was formally let go from Criminal Minds in August after initially being suspended for kicking writer Virgil Williams. Blair said in the October 10th issue of People magazine that the kick wasn't intentional. So I recall we were shooting a scene late one night when I went to Virgil and told him there was a line that I thought contradicted an earlier line. He said, sorry, it's necessary, and I absolutely have to have it. He claimed he later came into the room and started coming towards me. As he brushed past me, my foot came up and tapped him on the leg. If I hadn't moved, he would have run into me. We had some choice words, for which I apologized the next day. Gibson starred on Criminal Minds for 11 seasons and appeared in the first 2 episodes of season 12. Former star Paget Brewster has since returned to play Emily Prentiss as a series regular. NBC has renewed its medical drama The Night Shift for a fourth season, the network announced Thursday. The summer series, which premiered in 2014, rakes in 6.8 million viewers in its third season, making it the number one summer drama on all Big Four networks. Jennifer Salk, the president of NBC Entertainment, says, week after week, The Night Shift tells incredibly engaging and emotional stories that draw us into a unique world. We are delighted to renew the show for an exciting fourth season. The show, which stars Ian McCann, Jill Flint, Brendan Fear, Robert Bailey Jr., J.R. Lemon, Tanya Beatty, and Scott Wolf, tells the story of the staff at San Antonio Memorial Hospital. Oscar-winning actress Marlee Matlin is the guest star on the medical drama Code Black, CBS announced Thursday. She will play Kathy Bryan, a deaf patient who arrives at Angels Memorial with her translator after their car rolls over into the L.A. River, the network said in a press release. The star of Children of a Lesser God, whose small screen credits include Switch at Birth, Reasonable Doubts, The L Word, The West Wing, will appear in the December 7th episode of Code Black. Now in its second season, the Los Angeles set stars Raz Jaffrey, Rob Lowe, Louis Guzman, and Marcia Gay Harden. TBS says it has renewed its weekly current events analysis program Full Frontal with Samantha Bee for a second season, which to start in 2017. The satirical series currently airs Mondays at 10:30 p.m. will move to the new time slot of Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. as of January 11th. Bee said in a statement, I am only sorry that this renewal leaves me unavailable for a cabinet position in the new administration. I will, however, be able to host the White House Correspondents' Dinner, seeing as I already brought the dress. Tom Hinkle, the Senior Vice President of Original Programming for TBS, says, of course, we're picking up the show, added, in less than a year, Sam has become one of the most talked about personalities in all of television, and Full Frontal's audience continues to grow. We're so lucky to have Sam and her Emmy-nominated team, led by the brilliant Joe Miller, as part of the TBS family. Love. Isabel Lucas, Chevy Chase, Dennis Miller, Keith David, George Wallace, and Sylvia Moore Hansen have joined the ensemble of filmmaker Frank Peluso's The Ogilvy Fortune. The star rounds up the caper comedy's previously announced cast, which consists of Peter Fonda, Holt McCallany, Andrew Dice Clay, and Richard Lewis. Nick Cassavetes will have an on-camera role, further explaining on his role as executive producer. The story follows the search of a pirate treasure lost and hidden beneath an enchanting Caribbean island hotel just days after being demolished. A synopsis tease. The Fulton County Superior Court Judge T. Jackson Bedford has ordered Nick Gordon to pay more than $36 million to the family of the late Bobbi Kristina Brown. E! said Thursday's ruling comes 2 months after Bedford determined Gordon was responsible for the young woman's death. Gordon has not commented on the latest development in the case. He has in the past publicly denied any wrongdoing and has never been charged with a crime, but he skipped 2 scheduled court appearances in the wrongful death civil lawsuit against him, prompted Bedford to find in favor of the plaintiff, Brown's estate. Brown was the daughter of recording artist Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. She died last year after months in a coma. An autopsy indicated her death was caused by complications related to drugs and immersion in water. Brown was found unresponsive in a bathtub at the Georgia home she shared with Gordon. People magazine quoted Brown's father as saying in the court Thursday, she was an entertainer. If you were around her, all you do was laugh. She told a lot of jokes. She was always the life of the party, and anywhere she went. I know she had the talent to be successful. Marion Cotillard says she didn't take the recent Brad Pitt affair rumors to heart. The 41-year-old French actress said on today's episode, on Thursday, on the Today Show, that she wasn't bothered when people thought she had cheated with Pitt prior to his split from Angelina Jolie. Cotillard told host Matt Lauer, I've never taken anything personally when it does concern me, so I didn't take it personally because I had nothing to do with these rumors or situation. I don't give energy to this. She said of director Robert Zemeckis and Pitt, it was wonderful, wonderful experience working with such a visionary director and an amazing actor, so all that matters. Cotillard and Pitt were rumored to have had an affair while filming the World War II movie Allied. Speculations intensify after Jolie filed for divorce from Pitt in September after 2 years of marriage and a decade together. Cotillard wrote on Instagram amid the controversy, I am not used to commenting on things like this nor taking them seriously, but as this situation is spiraling and affecting people I love, I have to speak up. She said of longtime partner Guillaume Canet, many years ago I met the man of my life, father of our son and of the baby we're expecting. He is my love, my best friend, the only one that I need. Ally opens in theaters November 23rd. Cotillard admitted at a press conference Sunday that filming a sex scene with Pitt for the film was an awkward experience. GQ Australia announced Aussie native Chris Hemsworth as its Man of the Year for 2016 during an award ceremony in Sydney Wednesday. The magazine said of the 33-year-old actor, proud Aussie, talented surfer, dotting dad, charitable, grounded, funny, successful. The guy is Thor for Norse's sake. He is as good as faultless. Hence the inability to pen sentences even a little objective. Still, we can try. GQ in Australia cited Hemsworth's influence on his fellow Aussies, young and old alike, as well as humility and work with charities as reasons for awarding him the honor. Hemsworth joked in his acceptance speech, "It's been a real dream of mine since I was a young boy to be a man, and I achieved that at 18. But this is obviously the icing of the cake." Mary J. Blige has detailed her feelings regarding her recent divorce from manager Martin Kendu Isaacs and what led to the separation. The singer said Wednesday while appearing on Good Morning America, "My heart is okay. I'm hanging in there. I mean, no one wants to go through this, and this is hard. I'm hanging in there." She continued, "The breaking point was when I kept asking over and over and over again for respect and to be respected." She said, "And just seems like I was beating a dead horse, and it seemed like I was talking to a wall. I just wasn't getting it back, so if I can't get respect in that relationship, then I have to move on and save myself. That was the point where I was like, I'm done. I just can't do it anymore." Blige filed for divorce back in July. The pair were married in 2003 and have no children together. Isaac is said is to be requesting $129,000 a month for spousal support. Blige said, "My message to those women that are going through the same thing that I'm going through or a similar situation is that you cannot rely on people to handle your business. You have to handle your business. You have to take responsibility and stay on top of it because things like this will happen if you don't." Kaley Cuoco is opening up about her much-rumored plastic surgery. The 30-year-old actress confirmed in the December issue of Women's Health that she had nose and boob jobs. Cuoco told the magazine, "Years ago, I had my nose done and my boobs, best thing I ever did. Recently, I had a filler in a line in my neck I've had since I was 12. She explained, "As much as you want to love your inner self, I'm sorry, you also want to look good. I don't think you should do it for a man or anyone else, but if it makes you feel confident, that's amazing." The Big Bang Theory star also exercises and eats well in an effort to stay healthy and look young. She says she's tried a number of different workouts, but before settling on spinning, hot yoga, and horseback riding. She confessed the bottom line is I'm not 21 anymore, so it's used to be so easy and I didn't have to do as much, but you're getting a little older and I've got to cut things out. It's important. It's now part of my day. Working out is part of my day. Eating right is part of my day. Google previously revealed in the May 2014 issue of Cosmopolitan that she had her boob job at age 18, saying it was the best decision she ever made. She admitted to being self-conscious about her image during her early career. She said, "I started reading online reports and thought maybe I need to make more of an effort and not go out in my Uggs and be disgusting. So I started putting on makeup." And she also recalled they started writing, "Wow, someone really likes being in front of the camera. I couldn't do anything right. Why am I reading this stuff? Because I'm obsessed." I openly admit to being totally insane about that. Google placed Penny on The Big Bang Theory, which airs Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. Former couple Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick are reportedly living together again. Sources told Us Weekly the 37-year-old reality star and 33-year-old club promoter are seeing what happens as they cohabitat with their 3 children over the holidays. An insider says Scott has been staying at Kourtney's house with her and the kids for the last few weeks. He has really cleaned up his act and been well behaved. Kourtney is always skeptical about how long it will last, but she has been very encouraging to see how much he has tried. The source added they are planning to do everything together over the holidays with the kids, and we'll see what happens. For now, they are taking little steps in the right direction. An insider told People magazine Kardashian and Disick are getting along great and that the reality star seems very happy with her ex-partner. The pair sparkled reconciliation rumors over the weekend when they were spotted vacationing in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. A source told the magazine at the time Scott set it all up and it was a way to try and make things work again with Kourtney. He surprised her and whisked her away on this trip. Kardashian and Disick, who share 6-year-old son Mason, 4-year-old daughter Penelope, and 21-month-old son Rain, split in July 2015 after 9 years of dating. The reality star previously said on Keeping Up with the Kardashians that a reconciliation would require a lot of effort. She admitted on the E-Series, "Right now, I can't even wrap my head around that idea. There's so much work that would be involved, and I'm so not even there yet." Mandy Moore says Justin Timberlake once emotionally scarred her by remarking about her big feet. The 32-year-old singer and actress shared Timberlake's comments while recalling her time on tour with NSYNC on Tuesday's episode of The Late Late Show with James Corden. Moore told Corden, "I remember distinctly one time walking backstage. Justin Timberlake was there. Somehow there was a conversation about feet or foot size. They were comparing shoes, and all the background dancers and the NSYNC background dancers and my background dancers were there." She said, "I strolled up at 15 like freaking out that Justin Timberlake is there, and he's like, 'You have big feet for a girl.' I'm sure he doesn't remember this at all, but I was so impressionable, and I thought the world of him. He was on a pedestal." The star joked, 16 years later, "It stuck with me. It really scarred me emotionally. My feet are size 10, but I'm 5'10". I was like going through puberty at the time. It was embarrassing." Shelley Duvall, best known for her role opposite Jack Nicholson in The Shining, opened up to TV's Dr. Phil about her struggle with mental illness. Duvall, who is almost unrecognizable in the promo for the interview, told McGraw that she knows she is ill. She says, "I'm very sick. I need help." Duvall has been living in Blanco, Texas since retiring from acting in 2002. In the interview with McGraw, which is set to air on Friday's episode of Dr. Phil, Duvall describes some of the symptoms of her illness, including her belief that former co-star Robin Williams isn't dead, but shape-shifting. Duvall said in a clip from the interview, "The man who is threatening me is the sheriff of Nottingham." Duvall's acting credits include Brewster's McCloud, Nashville, and Popeye. Charlie Sheen's ex-wife, Brooke Mueller, has been hospitalized for an evaluation after she went missing with the pair's 7-year-old twin sons, Max and Bob. The Utah Department of Police Safety said in a statement Wednesday, noting that the children were safe. On the morning of November 16th, dispatchers with the Utah Department of Public Safety received a welfare check call from a woman claiming to be the mother of Brooke Mueller. It also continued by saying troopers with the Utah Highway Patrol responded to the welfare check call and located Mueller, her 2 children, and a nanny on Interstate 15 near Nephi, Utah. Children are safe and will be released to family. Mueller was taken to an area hospital for evaluation. The State Bureau of Investigation is currently investigating the incident. We do not have any more information to release at this time. Originally, Utah police were called after Mueller caused a disturbance inside a bar in Salt Lake City, according to TMZ. The 39-year-old actress, who was accompanied by a nanny and her children, was said to be barefoot and looked disheveled. Mueller and the nanny also got into an altercation, according to eyewitness reports, but left before authorities were called. So far, no criminal charges have been filed. Sheen said in a statement to TMZ at the time, "I'm just trying to get my kids home safe. I have no other details that relate to the ongoing event." Sheen and Mueller were married from 2008 to 2011. Mueller, who has had a history of drug abuse and run-ins with the law, moved to Utah to seek a rehabilitation program and has been living there for an outpatient program, according to E! News. Madonna announced Wednesday that she will soon be a passenger in James Corden's car for the Late Late Show's popular segment. Mage snapped a selfie with Corden and shared it to her Instagram fans. She wrote before adding, "Riding around Manhattan with this hunk of burning love, Carpool Karaoke." Corden's off-viral bit, which features various celebrities riding in the passenger seat of Corden's car while they sing along to different songs, is usually filmed in Los Angeles, but Madonna's segment will be filmed in New York City. Release date for Madonna's episode has not been announced. It took Bob Dylan 2 weeks to acknowledge he had been given the Nobel Prize for Literature, and he says he wasn't sure he could make it. As of Wednesday, however, he knew for sure. Dylan will not travel to Stockholm on December 10th to accept the most important literature prize in the world, letting the Nobel Committee know earlier this week that he could not make it due to pre-existing commitments, the Nobel Academy said on its website. The Academy said on its website yesterday evening the Swedish Academy received a personal letter from Bob Dylan in which he explained that due to pre-existing commitments he is unable to travel to Stockholm in December and therefore will not attend the Nobel Prize ceremony. He underscored once again that he feels very honored indeed, wishing that he could receive the prize in person. In the statement, the Academy noted that several previous recipients of the award have elected not to come to the ceremony, calling the decision unusual to be sure, but not exceptional. Dylan's official website lists no tour dates beyond a November 23rd concert in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but considering it took 2 weeks for him to publicly acknowledge the award, the announcement is not shocking. His website had made mention of the Nobel within hours of the award's announcement, but even that post was taken down within days. The Academy said, "We look forward to Bob Dylan's Nobel lecture, which he must give. It is the only requirement for the prize within 6 months counting from December 10, 2016. Metallica joined The Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon and The Roots on a version of their 1991 hit Enter Sandman, playing only with classroom instruments. The song's famous guitar riff was translated into something less metal with the help of a kazoo, a children's xylophone, toy drums, and a melodicia. Fallon joined Metallica's lead singer James Hetfield on vocals for the band's best-known song, while The Roots drummer Questlove helped keep the beat with large plastic hands. The band appeared on the show to promote their upcoming album Hardwired to Self-Destruct, which comes out on Friday. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 2006, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes are married in a Church of Scientology ceremony at the 15th century Osceola Castle in Lake Bracciano, Italy. A number of Hollywood's super couple celebrity friends were in attendance, including Will and Jada Smith, Brooke Shields, Victoria Beckham, Jim Carrey, and Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony. Cruise's and Holmes' whirlwind courtship was obsessively chronicled in the tabloid press, and their wedding created an international media frenzy. Cruise, the star of such Hollywood blockbusters as Top Gun and Mission Impossible, and Holmes, who until then was best known for her role as Joey Potter on the popular teen-oriented TV series Dawson's Creek, first appeared together publicly as a couple in the spring of 2005. That May, Cruise went on the Oprah Winfrey Show and generated headlines by jumping on the host's couch and expressing his love for Holmes, who is 16 years his junior. The following month, the two actors, dubbed Tomcat by the media, became engaged in Paris. Around the same time, Cruise sparked controversy for his impassioned advocacy of Scientology, as well as his public criticism of antidepressant drugs and psychiatry. That fall, Cruise and Holmes announced that they were having a baby. Their daughter Suri was born April 10, 2006, and the couple wed 7 months later. Cruise made his feature film debut at age 18 with Endless Love in 1981, which followed by Taps in 1981 and The Outsiders in 1983. After breakthrough performances in the 1983 hit Risky Business, he won international fame for his role as fighter pilot Pete Maverick Mitchell in 1986 Top Gun. Cruise received his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor for his performance as the Vietnam veteran and anti-war activist Ron Kovic in Born on the 4th of July in 1989. His second Oscar nomination came for his portrayal as a sports agent in Jerry Maguire in 1996. A third nomination followed for Cruise's performance as a self-help guru in Paul Thomas Anderson's ensemble drama Magnolia in 1989. Cruise's numerous film credits also include The Color of Money in 1986 with Paul Newman, Rain Man 1988 with Dustin Hoffman, A Few Good Men in 1992 with Jack Nicholson, The Firm 1993, An Interview with the Vampire Chronicles in 1994. He starred as super spy Ethan Hunt in 1996 Mission Impossible and reprised his role in the hit 2000, 2006, and 2011 sequels. Other Cruise movies include Minority Report 2002 and War of the Worlds in 2005, both of which were directed by Steven Spielberg. Prior to tying the knot with Holmes, Cruise was married to actress Mimi Rogers from 1987 to 1990. Cruise acted in 3 films with Nicole Kidman, to whom he was married from 1990 to 2001. Days of Thunder in 1990, Far and Away 1992, and Eyes Wide Shut in 1999. On June 28, 2012, after more than 5 years of marriage, Holmes filed for divorce from Cruise. 2 weeks later, on July 9th, it was announced the couple had reached a divorce settlement. And as your entertainment report for Friday, November 18th, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend, good night, and God bless you all.